Let's continue our pre-election coverage now, welcoming in our political analyst, Steve Swatt. Steve, you're going to be joining us today, tomorrow, Wednesday. A lot to talk about. Let's get right to it. Breaking news, California is going to deliver 54 electoral votes to Kamala Harris.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that? Okay. But people talk about how California doesn't matter because for any number of reasons, but the House of Representatives is very much in play in Washington. We've got a lot of red and blue counties in the state. Where do you see this ending up?
Well, we don't know where it's going to end up. I mean, the Democrats need to flip 4 Republican seats to get back the House. There are 6 toss-up seats and races in California right now, 4 in Southern California, 2 in the Central Valley. And what is interesting, there's an old saying that says the most endangered species in the United States is a first-term congressman. John Duarte, who's now serving the end of his first term, may be endangered. I mean, that's a very close race.
Adam Gray?
Against Adam Gray. That's a sprawling district from just south of Stockton, goes all the way down toward Fresno and straddles I-5 and Highway 99. That race was decided by 564 votes 2 years ago. It was the second closest race in Congress, and it seems to be very close right now.
Okay, so another question. We're planning on being up late tomorrow night into Wednesday. Why does California seem to count ballots so slowly?
They do, and there are a number of reasons for that. One, you can mail in a ballot, and as long as it's postmarked by tomorrow, it can be delivered on Wednesday or Thursday or even Friday and get lost, but it still counts. Other states, such as North Carolina, will not do that. That's one reason. Also, the mail ballots are very popular in California, but they take longer to process. You have to open them up. You have to check, verify the signatures. You have to see if there's any stray marks on the ballot that won't go through the scanner. All sorts of problems. That takes time. Plus, third, we stripped the California legislature of the job of drawing districts a number of years ago, and so now an independent commission, 5 Democrats, 5 Republicans, 4 independents, draw the boundaries, and they, in Congress, are much more competitive. That draws out the entire process as you're waiting perhaps 3 weeks, like we did in the Adam Gray-Duarte race 2 years ago for a decision.
Why wouldn't all the people who voted early weeks ago, could that not be already tabulated and then at 8 o'clock on election night, boom, we've already got this? Why would you start then? Because there's your delay.
That's a major part of the delay. Look at Wisconsin and also Pennsylvania. They can't even open up these mail ballots until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Wow. And so a number of states, they all have different rules, and that's the one in California.
There's so much going on, especially nationally, and even when you watch local ads, you talk about the Duarte and Adam Gray thing specifically, there's a lot of disinformation that's out there now. How is this as the internet and people are just getting more clever with this?
Yeah, I mean, anybody with Photoshop and AI can do just about anything.
Sure.
And disinformation is a real problem. And according to U.S. officials, Russia is flooding the U.S. with disinformation to help Trump. Iran is trying to help Harris. And China is flooding disinformation just to mess with us. And so it's a real problem. It's going to get worse, I think, certainly as the technology even gets better. California had a law that would crack down on AI-generated deepfakes, which are the phony videos, which you've probably seen. That law, however, has been temporarily blocked by a federal judge on First Amendment grounds. So you can't expect the social media companies to do much about it because they're in the business of making money, and some of them have a political agenda, and you have the First Amendment concerns. So where does that leave us? It leaves us really in a cesspool.
Well, yes, and be very suspicious of anything that you see.
You have to
anything, especially if it's widely shared, just go, I don't know, let's wait to verify all this. Steve Swatt, thank you. We'll see you again at 11 in our news coming up, and of course on Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you, Steve. Monica.